Dear students, in this module, we'll continue with our ongoing chapter, Chapter 3, Plant Kingdom. In this module, we'll be starting up with the division Thallophyta, there is algae. The term algae was coined by Linnaeus. Study of algae is what is referred to as phycology. Firstly, we'll be discussing about the general characteristics of algae. The habitat of Thallophyta is largely aquatic. They are found both in marine as well as fresh water. They are also found on moist soil. They are found in association, symbiotic association with fungi referred to as lichens, and also found on the body of animals like the sloth bear. Talking about their habit, the body of algae is basically thalloid. That is, they are not differentiated into roots, stems, and leaves, and the body organization shows high level of variability. They are microscopic unicellular forms like Chlamydomonas. Colonial forms, that means they live in colonies like bacteria, like volvox. The filamentous form like Ulothrix and Spirogyra. Also massive plant body like kelps. Here, each mature volvox colony is made up of many flagellated cells. Talking about the reproduction, before that, the vascular tissue, that means xylem and phloem, are not present. They lack vascular bundles or conducting vessels because the algae, they are directly attached to the substratum. Therefore, there is no requirement of vascular bundles. The reproduction could take place by three modes, that is vegetative, asexual, and sexual. In case of vegetative, it is basically by fragmentation, where the mature filamentous algae divides so as to produce the daughter fragments. We can see the septation which takes place in the parent after it gains maturity. Characteristic feature of Spirogyrans is the ribbon-shaped chloroplast, and they've got pyrenoids, which are the protein bodies which store starch. Asexual reproduction takes place through zoospores. They are flagellated and hence motile in nature and have got the capacity to give rise to new plants. Sexual reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes. Now, the sexual reproduction could be of isogamous type, where the gametes are similar. They could be flagellated or non-flagellated. And isogamous type, where the gametes, they are dissimilar. They could be flagellated, where the example is Chlamydomonas and some species of Eudorina. And oogamous type, where the male gamete is motile and the female gamete is static or non-motile in nature. Example, volvox or fucus. Talking about the advantages or the benefits of algae, they fix half the total of carbon dioxide on the earth and help to increase the concentration of dissolved oxygen. They are the basic producers of the food cycle in all aquatic animals, as can be seen in the pictorial representation that algae form the base of all the food cycle operating in the aquatic ecosystem. 70% of the marine algae, they are used as food like Porphyra, Laminaria, Sargassum. Agar, that's a powder that is obtained from algae like Gelidium and Gracilaria that is used for the growth of microbes, and it is also employed in making ice creams and jellies. Here on the Petri plate, we can see the growth of the bacterial colony. It is by growing the bacteria in the nutrient medium. The gelation of the nutrient medium is carried out using agar. Some of the marine, brown and red algae, they are used to produce hydrocolloids. These are the Example, the algin, that is the brown algae, and carrageen, that's the red algae. These are used commercially. Protein-rich unicellular algae like chlorella and spirulina, they are used as food supplements by the space travelers. They are protein-rich diet. Now, talking about the classification of algae, the basic three classes of algae are chlorophyceae, comprising of green algae, phaeophyceae, brown algae, and rhodophyceae, that is red algae. The chlorophyceae, that is the green algae, they are unicellular, colonial, and filamentous. They are green in color because of the presence of pigment chlorophyll A and B, which has got a porphyrin ring structure having magnesium in the center. The chloroplast could be either discoidal, reticulate, cup-shaped, or ribbon-shaped in different species. Here we can see the different shapes of chloroplast of Chlamydomonas. Most of them, they've got pyrenoids, which are the storage bodies, and they contain protein besides the starch. Some algae, they store food as oil droplets. They have the cell wall, which is made up of cellulose, and there's also the presence of pectose layer. The pyrenoids, they are the storage, they carry the storage of starch. Contractile vacuole carries out the elimination of waste. The eye spot or the stigma is basically the photosensitive region. Locomotion is carried out with the help of whip-like structure called as flagella. The green algae, they have the pyrenoids. Some algae, they store food as the oil droplets. Here the diagrammatic representation depicts the volvox and Chlamydomonas. The green algae, they store food as oil droplets, like example of Ulothrix, Pyrogyra, Kyra. They have a layer which is made up of pectose. Reproduction in case of green algae, it takes place by fragmentation. It could be by spore formation. Asexual reproduction could be through motile spores, which are referred to as zoospores, produced endogenously inside the zoosporangium. And sexual reproduction is facilitated by the fusion of gametes, that is the male and the female gamete. They could either be similar in size, dissimilar in size also. Phaeophyceae, or the brown algae, they are generally marine forms like kelps, the macrocystis. They show variation in size. They range from simple branch filamentous form to profusely branched forms like kelps, which are 100 meters in height. They've got chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids, and xanthophylls. They vary in their color from olive green to brown because of the pigment fucoxanthin. The brown algae, the storage food is basically laminarian or mannitol. The vegetative cells, they've got a cellulosic wall but a gelatinous layer of algin. The protoplast contains plastid vacuoles nucleus. The plant body is attached to the substratum with the help of holdfast, stipe, and they've got a photosynthetic organ similar to leaves like frond. Example include Ectocarpus, Laminaria, Sargassum, Fucus, to name a few. The brown algae, the complex food is stored as laminarian. The example Ectocarpus and Fucus. Talking about the reproduction, it could either be by fragmentation, asexual reproduction through biflagellate spores, or sexual reproduction, it could be of oogamous type, where the female is enlarged and the male is motile and smaller in size. So here we can see that sexual reproduction is taking place by the formation of gametes and then the fusion of gamete takes place. Meiosis occurs so as to maintain the chromosome number. Then production of large number takes place by the mitotic division. Finally, the sporophytic plant is formed, and here the asexual reproduction is observed. The production of diploid sporophyte is ensured. Rhodophyceae, they are red algae because of the presence of the pigment that is phycoerythrin. They are marine in nature, generally found in warmer areas. They occur in well-lighted areas as well as in great ocean depth. They are multicellular. The storage food is Floridian starch, which is structurally similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Examples include Gracilaria, Gelidium, Polysiphonia, Porphyra. Reproduction takes place through fragmentation, spore formation, and oogamous type. Here is depicted the life cycle of Polysiphonia, where we can see that the process of fertilization is taking place. The alternation of generation takes place between the sporophytic and the gametophytic phase. A detailed comparison of the various algae on the basis of the pigment, on the stored food, and cell wall. The composition of cell wall, whether that's made up of cellulose, it contains algin, and in case of red algae, again it is made up of cellulose itself. The flagella, whether they are present and whether they are absent. The habitat, when we talk about the green algae, it's found in fresh water, salt water, and the brackish water, that's where the salt and the fresh water they meet. And also when we talk about the Rhodophyceae, it is basically the salt water mostly. Talking about the brown algae, they are generally found in salty water as well as brackish water. So we had a detailed discussion on the algae. Hopefully you must have garnered all the concepts related to Thallophyta, the division Thallophyta, very thoroughly. Thank you.